Our wheels are getting caked with mud, and we're probably 75 miles from help. We could go over the edge of the cliffs. Good morning from Cottonwood Canyon in Death Valley National Park. We went to the Furnace Creek Visitor Center yesterday, and a lot of the spots that you could reserve were taken, but this one was open, so we thought we'll try it. It's a cool canyon. We're going to explore it here a little bit after breakfast. It's not the most glorious camping site. It's a really quiet road. There's not a lot of activity going on out here. We only had one other car pass us in the last 12 hours, just about 10 minutes ago. It's a place to stay, and it's pretty desolate, but we love it. We are in Cottonwood Canyon in Death Valley National Park. Cool little canyon to drive into. The road's actually pretty smooth. We were warned by the park ranger that it was a really bad road, but we're not seeing that yet. Maybe if you were in a two-wheel drive. There is some sand, but it's not bad. The next stop on our adventure will take in the Wildrose Charcoal Kilns. These kilns in Wildrose Canyon are among the more remarkable historical features of Death Valley National Park. These 10 beehive-shaped masonry structures about 25 feet high are believed to be the best-known surviving example of such kilns. The Wildrose Charcoal Kilns were completed in 1877 by the Modoc Consolidated Mining Company to provide a source for fuel suitable for use in 2 smelters adjacent to their group of lead-silver mines. Although the mines were worked intermittently until about 1900, there is no clear evidence that the charcoal kilns were operational after 1879. This short productive life may help explain the remarkably good condition of these kilns more than 100 years after their construction. One of the incorporators of the Modoc Company operating out of San Francisco was George Hearst, father of William Randolph Hearst. George Hearst became famous as a mine expert, and his immense wealth was derived from interest in various mines. We've been dropping in elevation from about 6,000 feet. It's just been constantly downhill on this straight as an arrow road. It's crazy.
Our next stop was a short hike to Darwin Falls. I didn't really know what to expect, but since we were in Death Valley, I kind of pictured a little trickle of water coming off a rock. I definitely was not prepared for what was ahead.
We are in the middle of a little Joshua tree paradise. Look at this Joshua tree. I mean, there are some big ones.
For tonight's menu, we had cilantro lime chicken and rice. To keep it simple, I pre-made the chicken in the crock pot at home, so all we had to do was heat it up when we were ready to eat it here at camp. And I'm so grateful we did because it was so bitter cold that we didn't want to spend one extra second outside than we had to. It's only 8 o'clock at night, but it's so cold outside that we are in our tent and trying to just keep warm.
We came prepared, but we were expecting it to be a lot warmer since we're in Death Valley, but when you climb up to 5,000 plus feet elevation, temperatures drop quickly. So we'll be cozying up in our tent, and we'll see you in the morning.
Good night. Wish us luck. Well, a sure sign of a cold night is when your water that was sitting outside freezes. This is completely frozen. There's a little bit of water in there, but mostly it's frozen solid. And this, our water jug, frozen as well. I tried to wash my hands this morning and it just does not come out. This is also frozen. So, all right, we're gonna bake some biscuits this morning and we forgot our pan, so we just wrapped the rack in tinfoil and we're gonna see if that works.
Tricky, but it's not too bad.
Okay, we're ready. Let's eat. Yum. Okay, everybody grab a biscuit.
Butter's freezing already. So a little bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit ready to go. Great breakfast for out in the wilds of Death Valley.
Yeah, but this is our dirty little secret. We're sitting in the car eating because it's so cold and windy outside. Man, it is bitter, bitter cold, and we're tired of being out in the cold.
We're heading up this steep pass. There hasn't been a lot of traffic, and the way we can tell that is there's some old snow that has some really old tracks through it, but nobody's been back here in a long time. This is the back way to get up to Cerro Gordo, and I have no idea if this road's even open. So we're taking a little bit of a gamble going up here, especially if we can't turn around. Fingers crossed that we can make it over to Cerro Gordo this back way.
You're on ice on one side.
All right, we're about 7-ish miles from Cerro Gordo on the backside. It's a really dangerous road, and we've been white knuckling it for a little while, and our wheels are getting caked with mud and a little bit of dirt and clay, so that's kind of scary. The challenge is we are running into a big snow field headed uphill, and we can't tell where the road goes, but it goes straight uphill and there's snow. One of the challenges is that we're out here by ourselves. We don't have any other backup vehicles with us, and we're probably 75 miles from help. Don't want to push our limits and get stuck, or we could go over the edge of the cliff, so we don't want that either. We're thinking this is a good turnaround point. We're gonna call it and turn around.
Okay, we're just tailgating it today. Tyler, what do you got?
A sandwich.
Look at that. Beautiful. That looks really good. This is muffaletta. You can make it beforehand, put it in your cooler, then eat when you get to wherever you're going. What do you think? Take a bite. Can you even get it in your mouth?
Massive.
Squish it.
It's good.
Mission accomplished.